So recently I have been looking on the market for a new NAS server. Now, as some of my friends may know, I run a home network, and I've been willing to upgrade for the last year and a half now. But finally, it has come, and today I'll be reviewing my new home server. So this is it. This is the Dell Optiplex 3040 with an i5, 8GB of RAM and a 500GB hard drive. So without further ado, let's begin this video. Okay, so sorry, my tripod. Okay, so this, as I've already said, is the Dell Optiplex 3040. As you can see, it's got an Intel Core i5 inside. It's got two USB 2.0 ports, two USB 3.0 ports, a disk drive, and on the back we've got some more I/O ports, Ethernet cable, VGA, HDMI, and some other stuff I don't know about. So I'm just going to quickly pop this thing open and show you just what's inside. So from what I can already recall, this i5 is a 6500 series, clocked at 2.3 or 2.4 gigahertz, 8GB of RAM. Fortunately, it is single channel memory, so it's only one stick. At least I think that's what it means. But I'm just going to show you what we've got on the inside. Stupid me. There's another screw. Oh. Okay. So this is the computer on the inside. As you can see, there is our 500GB hard drive. Our 8 gigs of RAM are in there. Got a nice fan. Power supply. I'll just get the camera to move over a little bit. It's a really finicky setup. As you can see there, power supply, hard drive. Oh my word! Some WD-40. Yeah, 500GB hard drive. Two fans that probably need to be dusted out. Now what I'm planning on doing when I'm upgrading this is take on the 8GB from over there. Sorry, no, yeah, the 8GB just over there. But putting another one of these inside, making it 16GB with the same RAM speeds at DDR3, making it double data rate, and just make it a bit faster for the server. What I'm also going to be doing is upgrading the hard drive to a 1TB SSD. Now I was thinking if I should get an SLC SSD or the MLC SSDs, but I wasn't exactly sure, so please do let me know in the comments on which one I should get. Everything else stays the same, but one thing that we're definitely replacing is the dust that comes out of this machine. If I can just get the camera to focus on this. You know what, it doesn't want to focus. Oh well. But that is the computer on the inside. So what I'm going to do now is pop this back over here. And then I'm going to show you what this puppy can do on the inside. So I'm just going to show you Task Manager, Resource Monitor, and then I'm going to show you Cinebench, because obviously you know everyone wants a Cinebench test, because you know, why not? Allow me to put back on these screws, and I'll get back to you when I've hooked this thing up to a power supply over there on my main rig, and we will get the insides of this underway.
20 minutes later.
Alright, I have just hooked this thing up to a power supply and a VGA cable. So what we're going to do is we're going to power this thing up. It's not like any other server which is really loud inside. This one, quite quiet. So you hear that damn hard drive going off. Oh, sorry, that's normal, that usually happens. There's no keyboard. So, what I'm going to do now is pull up my good old spare keyboard I've got over here. And we'll just use that. And once again, I was really surprised that the Dell logo actually popped up when installing custom OSs on these machines. Because obviously, you know, you wouldn't usually get this if you were to install Windows 10 or Windows 7 machine. You just get the old Windows logo. But this one picked it up. I probably don't know. I mean, I don't know what that means. But you could probably tell me. I'm not that good at BIOS and things, but do let me know. Just move this out of the way. There we are. Okay. Right, we'll just let that boot up, and I will begin with the task manager stuff. So here we are inside the server machine. So let me just show you what this thing is kind of rocking at the moment. Oh, I was wrong. No, sorry, no, I was correct. It is Intel Core i5 6500 series at 3.2 gigahertz. Our 8 gigabytes of RAM is God, this tripod needs WD-40. Is at DDR3, but is at 1600 megahertz. Not at the double data rate, as you can see. Only one slot out of 2 is being used. GPU. Yeah, it's just all you need really for a server, isn't it? And Ethernet both at 1 gigabit, which is pretty much all I need for a basic NAS. They just host a couple of files on a network, FTP, things like that. Oh. And by the way, this thing is running. I'll just show you what this thing is running. I'm going to get it to load. So this is a bit slow at the moment because it just came on. Usually we're used to VNC connections. So we'll just wait for that. So I wonder if it's worth just putting in this. No, that doesn't do anything. That does not do anything. How do I show you this? I'll just type in. Oh wait, no, hang a minute. See, I've got the solution. I can just go into the File Explorer. Here we go, System. Right, so as you can see, I have put Windows Server 2019 on this PC. There's our 8GB RAM, 64-bit processor, and there's our CPU. Now, one thing I know all of you wanted me to do was, well, no, sorry, no, not all of you, but something I wanted to do was Cinebench. So I'll load up Cinebench for you now, and I'll show you what the score is when I do get it. Let me just find the file. 1 second. Alright, here's Cinebench R15, of course the one that you want to use for this, because I found out by using R23 it sort of gave me this stupid logon screen and I wasn't bothered, so I got the one that someone recommended me. Shout out to you. So we'll now run the CPU test, see what we get. So we'll wait for that to see how long it takes to render this thing. So, wow, that is. That's. I mean, I'm not expecting that much from this little thing over here, but it should be okay. For what I'm expecting, anyways. Nothing like that thing over there, which can do 11,000. This thing, don't know. We'll have to see how many times it does it, and yeah. Well, the CPU is 546 score, which is actually pretty bad if you ask me. So what are we facing up against here? Okay, so we're actually facing up against a i7 3770 series, an i7 4770 series K, and an Intel Core i7 3930K CPU, all of which are higher. To be honest, I was expecting around 600, but 546, well, what can you say? Right, next up is the OpenGL test. Let's see what we get here. Okay, it's preparing. Alright, let's see how much FPS we get. Okay, about 38 FPS. So, what are we beating here? We're beating a... Okay, so what are we beating here? We're currently beating a GeForce GT 620 and an Intel HD Graphics 4000 GPU. But what we're up against, and what we're lower than, is a GeForce GTX 460, a Quadro 4000, and a Quadro K4000M. So 38 FPS and 546 CB. That is going in the album of Cinebench scores. There we go. Right. Well. Well, would I recommend one? Well, for a normal PC, on what you've just seen there, maybe not for gaming and things. But for a server, it does pretty well, considering the fact it runs 2019 smoothly, and it was under 100 quid on eBay, so that was a very, very good deal. And it runs all sorts, like Active Directory, routing and remote access, and a lot of other things. But that's pretty much the video done, and I guess now I can shut this thing down and put it back where it belongs. So, I've been the Noah Tech Info. Thank you very much for watching.